Well, being an attorney, it's very easy to lose sight of what the real end game is. It's easy to get hung up in a negotiation or a clause. So what I always do is keep in mind my real world interaction with these problems. So for me, I think of my mother.
Who?
I think of my mother.
Okay, share that with us.
My mother was an amazing woman. Growing up in the 1940s, she always wanted to be a doctor. And when the time came to go to medical school, she certainly had the grades and the smarts. But our family wasn't wealthy, and her father told her that there was no point in sending her to medical school because she was going to be a wife and a mother. It was a different time. And so she accepted that then, but it always burned inside of her. So 30 years later, she went back to school. She got a doctorate. Her opportunity to go to medical school had passed, but she got a doctorate in reading education. And look, I got a graduate degree when I was 28. I can only imagine what it'd be like going back at 52 to try to do that. And so she got this degree, and then after she got it, finally had this great accomplishment, she took on what many of us would consider just a lost cause. She went to work in the Philadelphia school system in the absolute worst sections of the city. Her job was to go in with high school students who were illiterate just before they got out of the system and teach them how to read well enough to fill out a job application or function.
That's a Hail Mary, my friend.
She was a Hail Mary, because what would happen if you can't read, then what kind of future do you have? These people would have gone to prison or worse. And so she went in and did this, and did this for over a decade. Had tremendous results. She was really good at this. She was a fantastic teacher. And when the time came for her to retire, no one had earned a better retirement. 2 years later, she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And so that's a tragedy, and that's human. We all have experiences just like that. But every time someone is touched by a medical issue, we all hope and pray for the next great breakthrough. And those breakthroughs happen one clinical trial at a time. Trying to put these trials on track so that the focus is on being timely, and the focus is on patient care, and the focus is on getting the data out as quickly as possible, it allows you to touch people. It allows you to just get beyond doing contracts to actually having a real-world impact.